Alrighty then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. My name's Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Gatewalkers. Joining me today are my wonderful and amazing patrons who help support the channel and keep the lights on here at the Dead Aussie Gamer channel. Guys, say hi to the folks at home.
Hello.
Hello, folks at home.
Hello.
How are all of you?
Yes.
Have you drunk water today? Did you take your medicine? Are you being amazing?
You're not my mom!
I would really hope not, Dag.
Yeah, that'd be very weird.
I would really hope not, my dude.
All right. Let me just have a look over here, just real quick. I just need to. I got a little tiny baby Nick. We don't need to worry about it. Shh. It's okay.
Oh, you can zoom in on me? That's
It's
creepy.
It's okay,
Great.
Nick. It's fine. Shh. It's okay. Everything's working as it should.
It's working as it should.
No one noticed.
Dag, I've played in a
Smooth.
horror campaign with you, and this is the scariest you've ever been.
Look,
The
you.
hat. It's making it
Frickin'
scary.
Tell me how my players want me to TPK them without telling me my players want me to TPK them. Anyway,
It'd be worse if you already had the music for the background going.
Oh yeah, true. All right, speaking of things like background music, guys, let's take a moment to quickly thank our lovely and amazing sponsors for today's show. We are sponsored by. I saw that school. Yeah, did you want me? There we go. Thank you so much, you beautiful man. Guys, thank you so much to our sponsors who help us keep the lights on and keep this whole thing running. Starting, of course, with none other than Hero Forge for the wonderful art you can see on screen here. Every single one of my players is made using a 3D bespoke model making software that allows you to not only design and create amazing heroes, but also have them 3D printed and shipped to you for your at-home game use. If you, like me, are on VTTs, then consider subscribing to their premium subscription service, because then you can make tokens and other cool stuff for VTTs like Fantasy Grounds, which is what I'm doing. So there you go. Then, of course, we have the wonderful and beautiful people over at Sirenscape for the incredible soundscapes that we use for the game. Gatewalkers doesn't have one, but there are a ton of adventure modules by Paizo that are available for people to be able to use in their game. But that doesn't mean that you're cut off, because there are so many wonderful and awesome sound effects to make things really cool and fun. For example, if you are happening to travel and come across a suit of animated armor in a spooky, haunted house, then we can do stuff like that.
You're not sharing your audio with your players just now, Dank.
Thank you, I will.
I was pretending to. Woo. Spooky.
Okay, there we go. Share audio. Done. Thank you. All right. 'Tis a dark and horrible night, when suddenly, from the corridors in front of our heroes, emerges a suit of armor. It leaps into action and begins to battle. With sword drawn, it clatters and shambles. It raises its blade forward and swings. Parry, thrust, riposte. All these other French words that we pretend are English. But yes, this and much more are available to any of you to help elevate your game. So, guys, go do yourself a favor. Go check out Sirenscape and see all the cool, fun, and awesome things you get to play with. And lastly, our VTT of choice, Fantasy Grounds. Dun, 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 dun. As you can see here, we use Fantasy Grounds to help us stay on top of our game here and focus less on things like the rules and all the nitty-gritty referencing stuff, and focus more on the things that we love about role-playing. So there you go. Cool-Leos. That is what we're doing. All right.
I've still gotten distracted this earlier before the game with dice, though, so there is still that one caveat. Because they have really cool dice.
They do have really cool dice, too. Look at these dice. How cool are these dice? These are my new dice. Whee! There they go.
Look at it.
Well, I mean, you can only see them. You can only see them a little bit, unless I roll them in the. Unless I roll them like that, and then you can, yeah, kind of see them. There you go. Anyway, So yeah, we have fun here. Okay. Next up, guys, we would not be here without the lovely, kind donations and the amazing support of my Patreons. And no good game exists without excellent players. Let me take a moment to introduce to you our lovely cast of characters and the players that they're going to be using them. Starting with none other than our dear friend OG Lava Kitten, playing the role of Lushara and Magnus.
Hello. Yes, I'm playing Lushara, who's an elven witch. She's currently bleeding out with her dear friend Aelith after we get assaulted by a Kaneepo. Magnus is okay for now. And Monty's safe in the backpack. Don't worry about him. It's all good. We'll be fine.
All right, spectacular. Following which we have playing the role of Bilratar, the Dwarven Barbarian, the one and only Schoolie.
Hello, the very angry and frustrated Bill Ritar who is hating the fact that this guy keeps running away from him, stomping his foot in rage. And it's also got a bit of a gripe with the nearest dwarf in the group for breaking his sword.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That is very true. Yeah, that did happen. I almost forgot about that for a second. But yes, currently with broken sword. It's always the way of the barbarian. Next, playing our second new dwarf, formerly a skeleton who has thus since been recombobulated. Because
I
I mean,
got
you're
a
not
new
really
stock frame.
discombobulated. You grew flesh and you changed your race. Anyway, we have Arsini, the dwarven sorcerer, played by our dear
Hello.
friend Neil from Immersion Diversion.
Yeah, like Michael said, I was or Arseni, originally was human, got turned into a skeleton mysteriously after walking through the gate, or the portal, and then now through another contraption has turned into a dwarf, and yeah, like I'm trying to. Arseni's kind of at the moment trying to figure out what they could do with their new body. Um, that's partially why I tried to see if I was good at using an axe, and turns out I am not, or a sword. So, they're trying to figure out what they're good at, even though they know they're good at magic. Although maybe a little less now, so because stuff happens. So yeah, yay.
Very well. Next, playing the role of the Ranger Aelith is our dear friend Jen.
Hello, I am playing an elf ranger, and I am currently just kind of laying around, waiting to see what happens.
I mean, hopefully
Yeah,
not.
Rashar and I.
Hopefully, as the
Yeah.
survivalist of the group, you're not just laying around and waiting for stuff to happen. You know, being kind of like, you know, protecting people and, you know, shooting arrows and blowing holes and things. You know, figuratively
out,
laying
Dad.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, bleeding out heavily.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know, yeah, exactly. You
Yeah.
know, like what's a few, you know, mortal wounds between friends.
Exactly.
Next, playing the role of the incredible puppet summoner Viv is our dear friend and talented artist McBluff.
Hi, Zach. How are you today?
I'm well. My foot's broken, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. I also have a fancy hat. This is the first time you guys get to see the fancy hat, but it's fancy as well. These aren't real crocodile teeth because I couldn't take them out of the country if they were, because, fun fact, crocodiles actually have bacteria in their teeth, which is highly toxic
Ooh.
and really bad if it's not treated well. So you actually need a really very, very formal license to import or
Oh, wow.
export or take out of the country crocodile teeth. Leather is fine, but teeth are very specifically and very heavily regulated. How are you?
That's really cool. Sorry, I'm thinking about the science behind that.
No, I
Sorry.
know, but you keep asking me every week how I am during your introduction. No one gives a shit about what I'm going through. You're fine.
I'm sorry, I can't about how you're not. Hi. This is a great mood setter for what Viv's gonna be doing today.
just shrieking and running around.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, fair,
Um,
fair.
Viv is a little puppet who has employed the help of a little dream friend to give him a bit more of a human form, or at least a human mirror of sorts for all their emotions. And at the moment, the motion being broadcast is intense rage. So we're going to see how a little puppet tries to tear a demon of between the worlds of shadow to shreds. So that'll be fun for everybody to watch. Bring the kids along as well. They'll love to see it.
A group of adventurers came into Kaneepo's throne room. To shreds, you say?
To shreds, you think? How's the wife doing?
To shreds,
To
you
shreds,
say?
you say?
All right, and last but not least, rounding out this incredulous crew of miscreants is none other than the Dwelven druid Elink, played by our dear friend Nick.
Howdy doody, everyone. Good evening where I am. Dag, of course everyone cares about what happens to you, and it's why we watch you.
Thank you.
Frequently, regular. Yes, I am Elink, and I'm playing Elink, and Elink is presently feeling a little down about the situation. We are coming up against Kaneepo, but something is churning in Elink's mind about an offer that Kaneepo had made, which was to take his throne for power. And Elink has good intentions, but might make some mistakes. Who knows?
That's very true. It's very true. Well, we'll find out in a little while. To answer Cass's question here, are there dwelves in Pathfinder? Yes, there are. Half elves and half. No, yeah, I think it's half elf. So you're a dwarven half elf, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. So what you have in Pathfinder 2nd edition, for those of you who are learning how to play the edition, you have your ancestry, which is a primary species that you belong to, and then you have variations called heritages, which means that you can have either a different type of, say, dwarf, so you have like the mountain dwarves, the hill dwarves, etc., 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 or you could come from a mixed race family where you have different heritages, such as being a half elf or a half demon, or as they're called, Nephilim in Pathfinder, which, by the way, Mac and I in particular are very happy about this naming convention being changed. So no longer are there tieflings, there are now Nephilim, which I freaking love for other reasons. But yes, stuff like that. But yes, that is the thing. It is a melting pot. You can play all sorts of things. All right. Well, thank you. And again, these guys are going to be our main characters for today's adventure. But of course, we have one last person to thank before we start on today's game, and that is none other than you guys in chat. Guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show and being here and helping support the Dead Aussie Gamer. Honestly, just by having you here inspires me continually to make these games as fun and engaging as possible. So I invite you to come behind the GM screen to join us as we're in the midst of this, to help throw some spanners and monkeys into these sessions. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used to be redeemed with a number of different channel point rewards, ranging from insight bonuses to give my players clues when they seem to be stuck, inspiration to give them advantage rolls, wandering bosses, wandering monsters, tarot card readings. There's just a ton of stuff there for you guys to utilize. Also, we do have a couple of subscriptions that have come in. We also have things for hype trains, which are kind of on the fly. Usually they'll generate consumable items like potions and scrolls and stuff like that, depending on the level of the hype train. We also have monetary donations for the people who have disposable income and want to throw a little bit of a spanner in the works here. Now, as always, we tell people, please donate generously, but donate responsibly. A very, very important message we have here at the Dead Aussie Gamer channel. Mostly because I have been bailed out of so many different things thanks to this community, and I want to make sure you guys are happy, you are safe, you are living the best lives that you can, because hey, we all gotta eat, and that's the thing, But all donations currently are working towards my trip to Europe, which is coming in the end of September and throughout most of October. This is basically going to be seeing me go to the UK, heading through to Germany. I'll then be going up along Northern Europe, heading through France and Paris and stuff. Then moving my way down through to Italy and then down into Greece. During which time we are going to be trying to continue doing streams. We're kind of working on that kind of logistics there and time differences and blah, 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 blah. But I'm also hoping to get to meet a lot of the European fans because obviously I've been to Gen Con a couple of times and I've spent a bit of time with the fans in America. This time we're going to go and visit some folks in some other countries as well. So it's all in all of this, you know, the Eurodag trip is not just a, you know, Dag gets to go to frickin', you know, the Mediterranean and eat good food. I mean, hopefully that'll happen, but also, you know, we get to do stuff with you guys. So yeah, that's what the donations are working towards. Now, as for what they do, man, I really need to do that recording, and just like hit the play button. All right, here we go. For $5, our heroes can, let me try that again. Hold on. Fuck, I can't believe I fucked it up already. Hold on. Okay. For $5, you can donate to give a red mark to one of our players or a purple mark to me. The red marks represent hero points that can be used to stave off death, petition the GM for nonsense that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points, which are these purple marks, which I don't have, can be used to counteract hero points, have bad guys roll with advantage, or make things slightly more complicated. It's a slight more complication, not a big complication, just a little complication, little one. For $10, you can have me draw from one of 2 decks of cards I have in front of me. The first deck, of course, boom, are nothing but heroic actions. Special free actions that you can donate to a player of your choice. They will get to choose randomly from this deck and use said power at their discretion. Alternatively, they can use these as makeshift hero points as well. So that is the whole thing. Then, if you want to, you can use a $10 donation instead for a boom! Plot twist flashback. I will draw 3 cards randomly from this deck of story prompts. You get to pick one of your choice, and that gets to happen for the game. That's basically it. Then, of course, we have our $20 donation, which is, of course, a natural 20, because sometimes you just fucking need one. All right? Shit just doesn't work, okay? I don't think I've seen Neil hold on to a natural 20 for longer than 3 minutes. But you know what? Gosh darn it. They don't come in handy. So yes, $20 for a natural 20 to a player of your choice.
Gotta use them to get them.
Gotta use them. Then, of course, you have the $50 donation. Now, the $50 donation is a big old donation. These are what we call the perma donations. These will be in the form of either a heroic, sorry, no, not heroic, what am I saying? A magic item, which can either, which will go to a player of your choice, which will either be a homebrew item you design, a item you would like me to design, which will be a custom set item for the player of your choosing, or it'll be something from that player's wish list that they can choose if it is something that they want for their particular build. All of these things are pretty freaking amazing. We then also have, for the $50 donation, if you want a boss buff, which allows me to increase the difficulty of the challenge the group is currently facing, making the terrain harder, making the boss tougher, upping the stakes, increasing the ante, changing the whole dynamic. Maybe I'll throw in a grandma who's in danger. I don't know. We'll do a whole bunch of cool stuff. But yes, you'll make things way more complicated with a boss buff of the $50 donation. Then we have the $100 secret menu item, which of course is a huge donation. That comes with a ton of thanks and has a really, 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 really big reward that throws into the mix of what is going on. Now, here is the $100 secret menu item for today. Now, our heroes are currently in Kaneepo's court, a realm that is caught in the sort of the nightmare realm, the shadow realm, called the Nighthold. And in here, there is a number of powerful and incredible artifacts that have the ability to wield power over darkness, but none so powerful as the tree itself, a binding artifact that is able to keep even gods at bay. I will provide my heroes with a splintered shard of the tree that Kaneepo was imprisoned in, which will allow my players to use it as a rod of immovability that they can use to embed into any creature, which will then immediately bind them in place, forcing them to be unable to move should they land a attack against them with said nail. This is a reusable item, so if they rip it out, the creature will become unbound and they can use it again. But of course, they can bind someone, kill him, and then unbind him if they would like. So it's a very, 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 very powerful item. There is a saving throw involved. I will say that. There is a saving throw involved. And the DC does level up with the group as well. Cookie Man! I haven't even finished fucking explaining it. What's wrong with you? Cookie, thank you. Wait, no, hang on. Cookie might turn around and give me 2... Wait, no, don't get excited, right? Cookie hasn't said what the fuck he's doing, okay? So Cookie Mon might just be like, hey, 2 boss buffs. Just saying, right? Like, yeah, there you go. Kaneepo, 2 levels higher.
Make us
Let's
all
do
make
it.
new characters.
We don't
Either way,
know.
it's a
Do it.
Either way, it's a generous donation, so thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Cookie.
thank you.
It
Thanks
is
a lot.
very generous. Thank you so much. And speaking of which, let's go through the donations super quick. Now, first of all, Christina, thank you so much for your donation earlier on in the week. We have our pre-stream donation already in, which of course is maxed out. Yeah, secret menu. Okay, fair enough, Cookie. All right. Which is maxed out hero points for all my players and a natural 20 for Bill, Rota, and Viv. So thank you very much, Christina, for that. Now, we got a couple of donations earlier on. Schooly Eye, were you keeping track of those ones?
You've got another 2 jinx points from Christina.
Christina, thank you so much for the 2 jinx points.
And the reason Callie was mad is because I pointed out the pre-show, which means we don't know where her 25 is yet.
Okay, very well. Callie, thank you so much for the 25. May I recommend a jinx point and a natural 20 for me? I mean, just saying. I mean, I'll do you one better. It's an extra deal. I'll give myself a second jinx point and the nat 20 if you do that. Just because I'm feeling very generous of, like just making your money work for you.
No, sorry, Cass, not Christina.
Oh, Cass, sorry. Sorry, thank you. Cass, thank you. Yes.
Too many things flashing past.
No, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's the same thing for me. The weird thing is, and this is just the audience for the tech stuff, the only way I could have it not flash up is to also not have it show up on my screen and go, donation, and then I'm like, oh man, that's so distracting. But yes, Cass, let me know what you would like to do with the 25, and we will figure that out. And last but certainly not...
Callie's the 25.
Callie's the
There's
25.
2 jinx points.
Okay,
The
Callie...
2 jinx points was...
Oh, the 2 jinx points were Cass. I'm with you. Let me go through this again. Let me thank people properly, because that's my fucking job. First of all, Christina, thank you so much for your donation, giving maxed out hero points to everyone, and for the natural 20 to Bill Rata and Vivian. Thank you, Cass, for your 2 jinx points. I'm always glad that you've got my back and that you're looking after me. Big respect. Thank you, Cookie Mon Steve, you bloody beautiful fucking legend, for the secret menu item which our heroes are now going to acquire, which, hey, Cookie Mon, I'll tell you what. This is called the Black Tree of Kaneepo, Kaneepo's court. It is a pitch black bit of wood. I will allow you, Cookie, to name said artifact that our heroes are going to get. So whatever name you want to give it, you can call it Mr. Schmoopy if you want to, but whatever name you give it, that will be the name bestowed upon this magic item. So go with there. And then lastly, we have Calindria, who has the $25 donation, who has yet to tell us what they want to spend it on. But we will find out. It's in the bank. Callie's got the thing in the bank. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready to start?
Yeah, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah? Shall we get going?
Yeah.
All right. Well, without any further ado, when last we left our epic adventurers, our heroes are 6 warriors bound together by fate and an incident that happened 8 months ago. All were presented with the visage of their truest desires on the other side of a portal known as the Aedara. Everyone saw different visions and pursued it into this opening precipice. emerging 8 months later with no memory of what transpired within the gate itself. This became known as the missing moments, and our heroes returned with a strange symbol that was emblazoned upon them of a gate, thus adopting the name the Gatewalkers. A man by the name of Professor Edward Rittleson let me just... There we go. A man by the name of Professor Edward Rittleson connected our group of heroes together, proclaiming that he has information that might help unveil what had truly happened during their time apart. But while he was investigating his own leads, he asked that our heroes travel to Sevenarches, a place in a well-renowned woods in the River Kingdoms, in order to try and uncover what mysteries lay there. Similar gates to the ones that they traveled through, our heroes began their investigation, fighting cultists and creatures from the Shadow Realm, eventually learning that a curse that was once laid on this land by a creature known as Kaneepo was suddenly and abruptly lifted, but was trying to be restored thanks to the aid of an infamous tool known as the Shade Wither Key, believed to be a tool that'll aid in the operation of these gates. In the right hands, potentially a means to uncover more of our heroes' past, but in the wrong hands, a way to unleash an elf-killing plague upon the land. Our heroes managed to journey through a strange portal. One moment. A strange portal leading to a blighted landscape known as the Nighthold, where our heroes now confront Kaneepo the Slim, the progenitor of the unnubilate curse, and current holder of the Shade Wither Key. A gory and bloody battle is currently taking place in Kaneepo's court. He wishes the heroes to adopt his throne and become the next Slim. But our heroes have protested. Our heroes fight back. Our heroes are trying to save a tiny hedgehog. All this and more, we now return to Kaneepo the Slim. Hands dripping in blood stand over both Lushara and Aelith. Arsini, you are behind the bed, untying the bounds of Lako, the Shay who was fallen in love with you. Bilrata, you over by Hedge the Hedgehog and the Tooth Fairy that was summoned by Elink to try and free Hedge from captivity, suddenly pause. Viv, in the center of the room, with your Eidolon still sort of cradling you as they're kind of almost holding you back from your puppet rage. And Elink, over by the main platform where Kaneepo's throne stood. This demon-like beast with tiger-like stripes made of shadow stuff has been darting around the battlefield, slashing, cutting, and tearing at your allies, and has finally defeated the two elves of your group. He looks down with a wicked grin. They could never truly understand. My work is too important. The new Slim must be chosen. And I'll be damned if I see an elf take that. Not without some alterations first. No, I'm sure that Mr. Look-and-See's machine will have everything in order to make sure that there'll never be elves again. The machine that turned Arsini from an undead into a dwarf. If used upon other creatures, who knows what they'll transform into. But as Kaneepo gloats, we're going to roll into initiative with Lashara down and on the ground. Now, you do have hero points, so you may use it to stave off the killing blow, but you are currently prone from the attack, as is Aelith.
Yeah, I would like to use a hero point to stay alive.
Very well. As the claw-like appendages cut into your body, Lashara, you manage to hang on, clinging desperately to life as you fall to the ground. You hit your head upon the tree behind you, which makes up one of the walls of this particular chamber. You look at Kaneepo. He definitely thinks that you are dead at present. You have your 3 actions. What would you like to do?
Wonderful. First, I'd like to use my heroic action, the healing prayer, to heal all allies within range 1d8 plus 8.
All right. Ooh. As Kaneepo is busy gloating, do you want to do this stealthily? It will take an action to do so.
No, she's in full panic. She sees Aelith bleeding out.
All right.
It looks bad. She's just going for it.
All right. Before you do so, Aelith, did you want to use a hero point to keep yourself alive? You do not have to. It just means. So. Oh, you do? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, you get the extra HP.
Yep. All right. Okay, Aelith, you also, while land prone, managed to keep yourself together. All right, Lashara, roll your healing as your words begin to soothe the wounds of your allies around you.
Here it is. Okay.
As these whispered words trail upon the wind.
I rolled as Magnus, but that would be 15.
15? All right. So everyone heals 15 hit points, if you could adjust that so kindly on your character sheet.
Yay! That maxes me out.
Nice. Very good.
Already max.
Okay. That heals up most of, Magnus as well.
Nice. Love that. Okay.
Yes.
So that is 2 actions you've used to cast your healing word. You have 1 more remaining.
If it was the card, it's not free.
Yeah, it was the heroic action.
Oh, it was the heroic action. Oh, it's free. Okay, yeah, you've got more then. Yep, carry on. You've got 3 actions still.
Lovely. I am now going to say Varush to Magnus and send him into Hellcat form.
All right. With a whoosh of fire leaping out from your clothes, the large 4-legged feline transforms from this tiny cat into a massive fire-breathing, fire-pelt lion. Scully, can we get a survey up for Cookie Mon's request, please?
Okay, so that took my
all right
focus spells.
All right, so that is 1 action to transform Magnus.
Okay. I think I'll just use the rest of my actions to have Magnus attack.
All right,
Kaneepo.
So that's no worries. So Magnus will get 3 actions to attack. All right. Magnus will do a claw attack to begin, and will land a critical hit as Magnus leaps at Kaneepo. Kaneepo will take 18 points of damage. Ooh, you know what? I don't think he will. I'm gonna use my teleportation ability
I was gonna ask did he already get hit or no, but
No.
last round. Okay. It's like no.
That's okay. It gets him off me.
It
And
does.
Aelith.
It means he uses the teleport, so now we can go. ham on it.
Yes, and he does teleport. So as Magnus scratches at him, his body transforms into shadow. And who is he going to move towards? I think he's going to move towards Bilrotar and Arsini. All right, so he teleports into there. Magnus cannot seem to get an attack on. So Magnus will just sort of move over here and growl, just kind of like taking up a defensive position, trying to protect you and Aelith from Kaneepo. So I think he's going to ready an action to claw Kaneepo if he comes close.
Perfect.
All right.
That's it. That's my turn. We're live.
All right, Viv, you're up next.
Okay. I'm thinking I'm gonna first use the free action that I have, which is to rage. You just see the puppet Viv squirming and writhing in their Eidolon's hand, just completely enraged, especially with the fact that Kaneepo has moved further away.
Like just this tiny little tantrum.
Oh yeah, you just see like bits of fuzz leaving their like little stitch mouth sometimes. It turning almost gory looking for a puppet. You don't know how. It's not looking good. From what I recall, he was using the blood from Aelith and Lushara to make a heart, wasn't he? The
Yes.
crystal heart. Does he still have it?
He does.
Okay. Very, very much in the way when a child is angry at you and they see something that you have something you want, because Viv knows that this is probably what he saw. He doesn't imagine that there should two hearts that Kaneepo is looking for. So remembers whenever saw the item of his most like precious possession. Knows that this is what he wants more than anything and is determined beyond any reason to destroy it. So if it takes a hero point, I want to try to aim specifically at the heart with a telekinetic projectile.
All right, we can do that. Not a problem. Make your attack against him, and if you strike with a critical hit, it will destroy the artifact. Otherwise, it'll do damage to the artifact.
Oh, are they angry enough for that? To already use the nat 20?
You can if you want. Nat 20 is a guarantee.
Is it okay?
Guarantee.
I'm gonna roll a d6. If it's even,
Or you
They
can
just
roll a
roll-
d20 and... Oh yeah, or you can roll a d20, see if you just get a nat 20.
yeah, sure. After that, I'll just see how they're doing. Oh wait, no, why did I do that? I can attack. I'm sorry. I'm dealing with emotions. It's difficult to think straight. So do I attack Kaneepo or?
Yeah, Kaneepo.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Let me get the combat tracker back up. Where are you? There you are. I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, they'll do it. They're angry enough. They just saw their friends get almost killed. They don't know how Aelith's doing. They're going to use the nat 20 to destroy that heart.
All right, give me 2 seconds.
While Dag's saying that, I'll explain a bit further of, as I said, it's a temper tantrum where usually, from what you've seen, the Eidolon almost acts as a mirror of sort to broadcast what the puppet's feeling in a way that's kind of easier to decipher than seeing a puppet. That's not necessary at this point. So the Eidolon has switched from conveying their emotions to trying to actively hold back this puppet. Very, very much writhing in the same way as whenever the faceless stalker was holding the puppet of them, trying to get out of their grasp. Their screams are almost gurgled in a sense, but you don't know how. It's like the stuffing inside of them is fighting with like the inherent mortality of their scream. Like a puppet shouldn't be able to scream like that, so the stuffing is almost trying to hold that back as they just, whatever is around the room, find a shard of something, whatever button they threw last time in a more playful manner is now very much not playful as it's going straight for that heart.
All right, I love it. Okay, your natural 20 goes off, and as it does so, your telekinetic projectile launches at the heart. It shatters in Kaneepo's hand. The pieces fall to the ground. They land kind of with the clinking sound of glass, but then a few moments later sort of bleed and transform into the liquid blood that now splashes to the ground. Kaneepo looks at Viv super angry. And just angry at that, really.
Ooh, you youth.
Yeah, oh, you damn rotten toy.
You don't have a heart. You don't get to make one.
That's freaking rich coming from, a toy with no heart either.
Shut up! Shut up! You're not my dad.
Yeah, it'd be weird if I was. Okay, so Kaneepo shakes his fist at you. That was done. So 2 actions to use your telekinetic projectile. Anything else? That's it?
Yeah, I think because the rage only lasts 1 round for the heroic action, I think it's a thing of that temper tantrum took all the energy out of them. They're immediately fatigued. Just
Done and
collapsing
done.
into Don's arms, yeah.
All right. All right, after Viv, Bilrata, the master of rage.
Oh yes, I am actually still raging. So now that Kaneepo is just slow turn from where he was to the fact he's behind him. So you finally decided to pick on someone your own size, as he'll just go out with a fist to effectively try to grab effectively his throat.
Ooh.
Okay, make a
Nice.
athletics check to try and grapple Kaneepo by the throat. Success!
Success. So they are grabbed. And now that he's got him by one throat, the other fist just comes in and tries to smack him in the body.
Ooh, nice. All right, so as you grab him by the neck, the second fist comes in, ready to do some damage.
Ooh.
Solid hit. As 12 points of damage to Kaneepo's body.
And then as the third,
Yep.
granted it probably won't have any effect on him, but he's probably not thinking at this point in time, seeing everything that's just gone off.
Mhm.
It'll just be an intense growl and glare right in his face, effectively with the throat, just put his face right up in front. So I'll try to demoralize, although I wouldn't do anything, I'm sure.
Let's see. What are your immunities? Yes, he is immune to fear.
Yeah. But
But
that
yeah,
is what Bill naturally would do.
nice. All right, Aelith, you're up next.
Okay. Aelith is gonna stand and she is going to draw her longbow.
All right, you pick up your longbow, which is
And-
by your side, and as you
Yep.
grab an arrow.
And I am going to I'm gonna do a precision, longbow precision.
All right. Yep, so that'll be your 2 actions to make this 1 attack. He still has Hunter's Mark, so you're using your number 3 attack.
Oh, okay.
Because he still has
And
your
that'll be
Yeah, he still has your
Okay.
Hunter's Mark on it.
alrighty. And that's the full 10, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 10. Okay. Oh, this better work.
All right. Ooh, so close to the 20, but
Uh.
that is a critical... Wait, what? Why is it -3? Hold on.
That was
Because they
multiple
clicked the
attack number
3rd
3.
attack. She didn't actually attack a 3rd time, so.
Oh, yeah, that's listed in a multi-attack 3. Yeah, just go for another roll again. Make sure you're using the maximum one. You don't need to use the multi-attack 3. You might have accidentally pressed it.
Oh, okay.
They're listed at the top. It says MA number 2, MA number 3. But if neither of them are clicked, it does it as number 1, so.
All right. Well, let's. All right, here we go.
All right, much better, I think. Yes.
That's-
But unfortunately, that will miss with an 18. Let's see. You do have heroic point. Sorry, you do have hero points. You can use it to re-roll if you'd like.
Uh,
Why is it -2?
yes.
Fear.
Here we
Because Ayla's
go.
still prone.
Oh, okay.
No.
Hero
off
point.
off guard, and frightened 3 is what I've got listed for Aleph.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Ready? Here we go.
They should be off guard. Hey! All right. Turning it around with a hero point into a hit. Roll your damage. All right, 17 damage to Kaneepo as the arrow finds its purchase in his shoulder while being held by Bilratar. He is not happy. Not a happy chappy. He spits out this blackish blood as he hangs on to where Bilratar's arm is holding him aloft. He looks to Bilratar and says, "Tell me something." "Do you dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?" And as he does that, he is going to create
Uh-oh.
a 60-foot line of shadow. I need Bilratar, Magnus, and Aleph to make me a will save.
Boy.
Yeah, you save that, Magnus.
All right. Everyone but Bilratar manages to save. So Magnus gets pulled in. Aleph gets pulled in by the shadows that are there. However, only Bilratar
Gets eaten by shadows.
gets eaten by shadows.
Oh.
All right, Bilratar, you take
Ooh.
3 points of damage after absorption, and you gain the frightened condition as he does this. And with your new frightened condition, Bilratar, he is going to claw at you. for
Ouch.
a critical hit.
Oof.
Yep.
All right. For 7 points of damage and a fortitude save.
And number 4.
Number 4, you've succeeded.
Crit card.
Never mind. Okay. Crit card.
And Callie's now decided what she wants, in case you've not seen it.
Yep, what has she seen? What has she decided?
But now she can put that nat 20 hero point on 5, I'm guessing.
On Viv?
Thank you, Callie.
That's what it was before.
All right. Done and done. All right. Piercing damage. You take 1d6 persistent bleed damage. All right, Bilrata, you are now bleeding from your wound.
You're typing that on the list.
I am indeed. All right. Done. All right. Okay. Well, that is Kaneepo and what he has done. Leiko is still tied up, which brings us to Elink.
Alrighty. Elink first is going to command the Tooth Fairy to find that key. It must be on Kaneepo. And then seeing Bill take a pretty big hit, or a bit of a hit, I'm just going to step up to the platform and yell across to Kaneepo. You've taken almost all the elves out. But most people forget, like, Elink pulls down her hood. There's like 2 big, long, pointy elf ears. And Elink yells, I'm an elf too. And I'm going to sit on the throne.
All right.
And I think that'll leave me with 1 action pending.
1 moment. Maybe. I mean, yes, but give me 2 seconds. Okay. Nope, that's not it.
Oh gosh.
The one. All right. Yes. Now, Elink, as you sit upon the gnarled and twisted throne made of blackened wood, you feel yourself sinking into the seat. Several vines immediately rise up to penetrate you along your arms, legs, and back. I need a fortitude save from you, please.
Alrighty.
What level are you guys?
3.
3. Okay. There we go. Oops, sorry. There. Nope. There it is. Okay, go for it.
Fortitude.
Uh-oh.
Like,
All right.
to hero point that.
You may do so.
Outstanding.
That is unfortunately still a failure.
Oh. Okay.
All right. As this happens, you're immediately flooded with visions of darkness, a black forest, a roiling countryside filled with people who seem lost and dejected, their eyes sunken into the pits of their eyes. You could see creatures that lurk in the shadows, creatures that scurry and crawl and skitter. This is the countryside, the landscape that unfolds. Even the river runs black like ink. Cobblestone roads dulled and grayed, and the moon, despite its glow, gives very little, if at all, any sense of light in this place. Till eventually you arrive at what looks to be a massive castle, emblazoned with a symbol, the ramparts covered with them, a tabard that bears the insignia of an eye dripping ink. As this continues, you gain the vision of an individual. Let's see. Do I have any pictures of him? I do not, which doesn't surprise me. A pale-skinned noble with skin almost like ivory, hair black and washed to one side, dressed in regal attire. He looks at you, his soft features smile slightly. As he sees you, he offers you a goblet. The goblet is filled with an unidentified, thickish black liquid. You hold it in your hand, Elink. What do you do?
This all seems like part of the ritual. Elink's also gonna state that dwarf 2, and I'm gonna chug it.
All right. As you do so, let's make another fortitude save.
Yay. Multiple saves, hey?
Oh.
Ooh.
All right, a 27 is enough to save against this. As your mind starts to reject the concept, it's a kind of like a thickish, almost like yogurt-like substance as it pours down your throat. You suddenly feel a series of spider webs connecting you to every shadow, every dark place. You look at your hands and you see that they're still the same to you, but suddenly it's almost as if your body starts to change. As your mind focuses, you can almost become thin enough that when you hide your fingers, they all seem to disappear behind the one most prominently in the front. You feel yourself being able to almost turn yourself two-dimensional from certain angles. You feel the shadows calling to you, almost as if they were pathways, roads leading from place to place. The place around you that was once hostile and dark now have a sense of familiarity, of home. To the rest of you, Elink, who having now sat in the chair, you watch as Elink's eyes now run with rivers of black tears that drip down the front of their clothes. And we will return after Arsini takes their turn.
Being around the corner, I haven't seen that. I guess I'm still untying Lako. So that's what I'm going to do for my one action, is attempt to untie her the rest of the way.
All right. You do indeed manage to untie Lako, who looks to you and, did she have a voice mod? I can't remember.
Yes.
She did.
She did. Tell me if I'm getting the right one. Hold on.
I do not know who you are, but thank you for saving me.
I think Arseni forgetting because it's in the moment of like they I guess now remember that like they changed and that they in the midst of battle forget that they changed also. So he's like, "Don't you? It's me, Arseni."
Oh,
Arsene,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
look different.
sorry. That's right. The guy in the previous room, the scientist dude, I guess changed me. I didn't think that would happen, but we were trying to stop it, and this happened. And yeah,
Well,
it is I.
no time for talking. I'm sure explanations can wait till later. For now,
Of
however,
course.
I have a bone to pick with. Kaneepo.
Heck yeah. Ooh.
She immediately turns on Kaneepo, taking out her vivisection blade and stabs Kaneepo.
He was just dropping a pill almost.
Not once,
Ooh.
but twice.
Whoa.
All right. So with a quick stab and slash with her blade, she is cutting Kaneepo down to size, leaving us with.
Do I...
Yep, you still got the rest of your turn, which is you've got two
Yeah,
more actions.
I was just letting her finish her thing though.
Yeah, she does this as a reaction to getting up.
Okay. Seeing that the attacking still works, is Bilbertosh still grabbing him?
Yeah.
Or is he no longer? Okay. Yeah, I mean she will just take out a dagger and just start trying to stab Kaneepo.
All right, you get an attack against Kaneepo.
Whoops, I gotta open the map. Give me 1 sec. I'm down here. There we go. Okay. Ah.
All right. Unfortunately, with a 7, that is gonna miss.
I guess I will do the second attack, even though I think it's gonna miss anyway.
You had to untie, draw your weapon, then attack.
Oh, yeah, okay. Alright.
All right.
That works for me.
Done and done. Lushara, you're up next.
Lashara's going to stand and seeing what's happening to Elink, like scream out her name and then head that way as far as she can get to Elink.
All right. So you stand, and your move speed is what, 25 or 30 foot?
I'm 35.
35? Yeah, you can get right up to Elink with 2 moves if you'd like.
Yes, perfect. And I assume like standing up was an action as well.
Correct.
Okay.
But speaking is free if you want to say something.
And just Elink, no, we can get him. You don't have to do this. And that will be her turn. She's crying.
All right. Viv, you're up next.
Okay. Let's see. I think I'm fatigued at the moment, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean again?
Just some penalties to your strength stuff.
Okay. I think immediately losing all sense of rage will follow in Lushara's footsteps and just run immediately to Ellen. I think trying to like pull them from the chair almost at first.
All right.
There's vines like sticking right into my forearms.
Yeah, trying to like tug at the vines.
All right.
Ouch.
I guess make a strength check as you try to rip Elink out of the seat.
Let's see. No. Where did it not go? Oh, that's right. Oh, there it is. Yeah, just exhausted. Not really doing anything to these vines, but just pulling frantically. Elink, what's happening?
All right. Unfortunately, with your tiny puppet arms, you do not manage to do anything about this.
Elink, please, Elink.
Bilratal, you're up next.
Yep.
You can hear the desperate cries of both Lushara and Viv.
Now, do I need to spend an action to maintain the grab?
Yes, you do.
Very well. I will use one action to maintain the grab.
Mm-hmm.
And then shouting, "This is all your fault for clouding people's minds," as I will, sullen my almost mindless rage, just continue to body punch with the free hand.
All right.
Now, I'm assuming maintaining grab doesn't use the multi-attack at that point.
No. Maintaining a grab. Actually, no. No. I feel like it might, but I'm going to say no for now.
Okay.
Because I know Trip does. And if Trip does, then Grapple should. But I'd have to look at it.
Well, maintaining
To be
them
fair,
undead.
tripping someone's like doing a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wrestling
I've
someone...
I've already got them in the hole, so I'm not making a
Ye-
fresh attack. I'm just continuing.
Yeah, you're
space,
maintaining
so-
it. Yeah.
So I'm just double checking to see if he still. Yeah, he still has. So, punch number 1.
Ooh.
That is a miss. As you go to try and punch him, he manages to use his hand to block.
Yep. There was a double jab.
Ooh.
A critical miss.
Can I use a hero point, please?
Go on.
Thank you.
Oh no.
Meant to be.
All right, pick a number between 1 to 5 as you continue to critical miss.
Number 2.
All right, 1, 2. Here we go. Rang your own bell. Until healed, you are deafened. So as you've gone to go and strike him, you've kind of gone for like a punch, like almost like an uppercut. And what Kaneepo has done is he's shoved your forearm just slightly towards your chest, and your fist has come up and caught you on the chin. And you are now deafened.
Deaf to the plight. Deaf to the plight. Silver in the throne. It
All right.
fits.
Gosh.
You have one more action?
No, because I was maintaining the grab. Remember.
Oh yeah, maintain the grab. You're right. All right. And then you take 1d6 points of damage from your bleeding, which is 4 damage. As you're bleeding. Aleph.
Oh, she's just gonna do the full thing. Precision shot, headshot, all of it. So
All right.
Here. All right. Oops. I accidentally double clicked on this, so I'm going to do this again. All right, here we go.
Ooh, a 4 is not going to hit. You do have one last hero point.
Yep, I'm going to use the last hero point because I want this ass
All right, do it.
dead. All right, please behave.
Oh, that's a hit.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
Whoa.
That's a lot of 8s.
Oh.
That is a lot of 8s. All right. With your arrow launching, You strike him square in the head. And with that, Kaneepo falls. However, because Kaneepo does not have the heart ready, he lands with a squish. His body is now dead. He no longer has power and access to the abilities of the Slim because Elink has been granted them. The Tooth Fairy crawls into the corpse of Kaneepo and pulls out a key.
No, try to take the key from it.
Anyway,
Bit if you try to take that key.
now
Still tugging at the vines. No idea that Kaneepo is dead.
fair. Now during this period of time, however, I need a perception check from everyone who is not near Elink at present.
Do you want one from Magnus as well?
No, Magnus will be fine. All right, pretty good.
Oh,
Ooh.
No, not good. Oh, also the
Yeah.
DC will be much easier than that. So pretty much, Arsini, you're the only one who sees it. Sticking out of the wall around here, you see what looks to be maybe in the battle or something. One of the branches of the tree seems to have been pulled from the nearby wall here. It seems to be jutting out. It's a stick.
It is stick. I pull the stick out.
The stick comes out. Congratulations, you now have the magic item called Mama's Black Stick of No.
I think it was no, but I couldn't get the
Oh.
enough text in the
Black Stick
It's
of No.
Mama's Black. Yep,
Done.
Ooh.
character limit.
All right. But more on what happens after he does this to follow. Meanwhile, back in the chair, Elink, you slowly begin to come to. You now have the following powers.
Oh.
You now have the ability to shadow walk, able to teleport to anywhere from one shadow to another. This is an at-will power. You're immune to fear. This is an at-will power. You have the ability to conjure illusions, which have the ability to, upon creating a conjuration, frighten a target. The will DC is equal to whatever spell DC you use, if any. It is also at will. And lastly, as a reaction, when you are struck, you can teleport to any place out of a shadow within, within the Nighthold, basically. And again, this is a at will type thing, but a reaction. As you come to, the others are shaking you. The vines that were penetrating your skin now start to recede, and you seem to slowly come free of the bindings.
I sort of pushed myself up, opening my eyes, and Lashara, Viv, where's Kaneepo?
I don't.
You look over and you can see Kaneepo's head starting to walk across the floor. You realize Kaneepo has a tiny body that looks oddly like a tooth fairy.
Would it appear Kaneepo is dead?
Oh yeah, Kaneepo's dead. His head has been severed, and the Tooth Fairy is now wearing it like a hat.
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly. She's like, I'm pretty sure he's dead now, apparently.
I think we-
a squash banana.
Gosh. Dag!
Mm, okay.
Ellen, are you okay?
Yeah, I feel great.
Oh,
You feel better than great. You've never felt this alive and connected to things before.
Well, I'm really happy you're okay. Just gives you a hug.
Viv, Elink is cold to the touch.
Mm. Just puts a hand on Elling's head like checking for a fever, but the opposite, I guess. Just Ellen, you really cold. I don't. Do you want my coat? It's
No,
kind
I'm
of.
not cold. I feel alive, ready. It's a shame that Kaneepo's already gone. I'm bursting.
That's good. Do you need help walking, or can you get down from here?
Oh, I can get down just fine. And I push myself up off the chair.
You do not. As
Oh.
soon as you attempt to,
Right.
you are just standing. You have no idea how or why, but just it's almost like that blink and suddenly you're just up where you want to be. Be that behind them or in front of them.
It would be over near Cuspit.
Cuspit?
That's a tooth fairy.
Oh, the
Tooth
tooth
fairy.
fairy.
Very well. Tooth Fairy has been wandering over here. Yeah.
The key, if you please.
And you watch as Kaneepo's head regurgitates the key.
Ugh.
Oh, thank you,
You're
Cuspit.
so silly.
I'm going to pull out one of the sewn in. I've got like a bear's tooth sewn into my cloak. I'm gonna pull it out and hand it to Cuspit.
You watch as this hand comes out of the mouth of Kaneepo and grabs hold of the teeth, and then sort of you hear this giggling coming from inside. A few moments pass, and then you watch as the Tooth Fairy disappears. The head then just sort of.
Ooh.
You were saying, Viv? Looking over my shoulder.
Oh, I don't think I was saying anything else. Oh, this is Edge. We need to help with the cage.
Sorry.
Is Edge? Oh, okay.
Sorry, just. Are you okay? I just want to check in. Are you okay, Mac? Are you?
Sorry, that was Viv. I'm so sorry. That was Viv.
Sorry, Viv is borderline unintelligible. Is she scared? Is she nervous? What's the
Yes,
vibe?
Nervous.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So nerves can be rather than accelerating, you can decelerate with nerves. Are you
sorry,
okay?
sorry.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, just I think it's a lot of repeated vowels, which just becomes harder to hear. So I wasn't sure, and I just wanted to make sure you were okay as well because I want to make sure you're okay. If you are, then fine. Carry on, please. Sorry.
That was all.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, Elink, as you
Mhm.
hold the key in your hand, you feel something way heavier behind it. A psychic energy that connects to this thing in such a powerful way. It is nothing like any power you have come in contact with. This is nothing to do with Kaneepo. Nothing to do with the Shadow Realm. There is something else, something more at play here with this key. In fact, you would hazard to say this key doesn't belong to Kaneepo at all.
Ooh. Is this the key, guys? It's... Does anyone get a weird vibe from it?
Lushara's gonna reach out her hand and say, "May I?"
Yeah, here you go.
Wonderful. And she's gonna hold the key. She's a little scared of Elling right now.
Sure. Yeah, Elling still has the dried up ink on Elling's eyes. You reach out to go and grab the key. As you go to grab the key, you stop, however, before you get to Elling. Lashara, you get inspiration. But as you get inspiration, you are stunned to see what looks to be a face staring at you from behind Arsini. The face is that of a large reptile. Arsini, you now hold in your hand a wooden spike that when the spike impales something, petrifies it.
Oh, right. Okay. Oops.
The dragon that is now behind you stretches, and you hear the sound of the wood snapping as it pulls itself free of its housing.
Oh, my 7 gods. I feel amazing!
You're cutting out for me,
You're
Dag.
cutting out.
Oh no. Am I cutting out for the audience? Let me know.
No, you sound fine for them. I just checked. Nope, you're good. It's just
Alright. Hopefully this will sound better. Does this sound any better? Is it cutting out still?
a bit better, yeah.
Well, allow me to thank you, first and foremost, for freeing me from my captivity. Without your aid, who knows how long I would have been stuck as a mere ornament in this dastardly fiend's lair.
You're welcome.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Fortunata. I am a dragon. Behold!
And a mighty shiny one.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I do well for myself.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. Now tell me, where is that colossal fuckhead, Kaneepo? I have all of his bones to pick out of him.
It looks like me and Viv are pointing at him.
We're all like pointing at the head.
I'm beneath your feet.
Oh, well, that is a shame. I was looking forward to killing him myself. No matter.
Oh wow.
Wow, everything wants to eat everything.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's healthy?
Do not
I'm
worry.
not getting any sound.
Any sound. From anyone or from me?
Can you hear
Mew.
us, Alan? Oh.
I'm getting...
Gotcha. Go.
I can hear you.
All right, I'm going to turn off the voice mod for a little bit. I don't know why you're not getting sound, but everyone else is. But that's okay. In any case, the dragon eats the remains of Kaneepo.
Ugh.
All right. During which
Nice.
point, the rest of you will get a chance to react. Bilbertar, what do you do seeing said engagement with said dragon?
I was going to say, since Bill is currently deaf and bleeding,
Mhm.
he's probably been trying to patch up his bleeding gut.
Sure,
from
make a
the
medicine
golem.
check.
Oh, that's not going to go well. He's holding his fist over it, and that's about the best he can do.
All right. Yeah, you bleed out another 10 points of damage.
Oh, well.
Ouch.
Yeah. But yeah.
Someone help.
Most Bill was probably doing
Sorry.
all of that, considering he didn't really hear anything, was picking up his sword,
Mm-hmm.
which means I need to get a condition. And he was probably focusing more in the cage, because as far as he was concerned, we were trying to release the hedgehog. And
Yeah.
everyone else was...
Oh, yeah, the hedgehog. Hold on, wait 1 second. So you freed the hedgehog.
You saved Hedge.
All right. The hedgehog that you have freed jumps out of the cage and he says, "Well, thank you, sir. I can't express enough how much I did not wish to continue to be a food source for that there headless demon bastard. Y'all are something else, helping old Hubert Hedge out."
At which point, Bill says, "Are you talking... Can
What's the
anyone
matter? You
else
deaf, son? By the way, you're bleeding. You're bleeding all over the place. It's a right mess up in here. You keep
Sorry,
at this,
what?
they'll turn you into a giant dwarven slip and slide. I'll tell you what."
He just... It's as he probably says this, and he looks around and says, "Oh, shit!" And almost... I'd imagine in the reaction for Bill, for seeing a sudden dragon, would step back, probably trip over the edge of the bed.
Oh, fair. Also, by the way, Cass is my my Southern American accent coach. Just FYI.
Yeah, that'll be Bill, because obviously he can't actually hear anything.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Aleph, what about you? What is your reaction?
As soon as she heard the commotion, she would have turned around and just kind of backed up a bit, and it's like, "Oh shit!" And she has her bow. She's not really raising it. It's just kind of like halfway there, confused. What the hell? Where'd this come from?
It came out of the wall. Or this magnificent beast came out of the wall.
You called me a beast.
A magnificent one.
I already
Which
told
is a
you.
good thing.
The dragon. No, beast.
My name
Dragon,
is
sorry.
Fortunata.
Fortunata.
Yes.
Why were you sealed here?
Well, it is a long story. There I was, attempting to seek out great and valuable treasure from the nighthold of the great and evil count that resides within these very walls, but less did I know that I would be distracted by the talented artist that dwelled within this place. I wished to add him to my collection, but instead, he tricked me, and I was trapped here by Kaneepo, who added me, of all people, to his collection instead. A shameful endeavor.
That is
I'm
quite
sorry,
sad.
Fortunato. Oh, I'm sorry, Fortunato. That doesn't sound very fun.
It was not. But, thanks to my dear friend here, I am now free, able to roam this land and continue my work. But beforehand, there is other business I must attend to. After all, it was not just Kaneepo who was responsible for my imprisonment. That woman there, he says, pointing at Leiko, shall also taste the wrath of my fang and claw. Come now, step aside.
Wait. Leiko didn't have anything to do with this, did she?
Leiko doesn't say anything.
This
She
is
just
Arseni asking for.
Yeah, I know. Leiko
okay,
doesn't respond. She kind of looks aside, almost as if she's avoiding the question. The dragon laughs, and he says, Kaneepo and all his minions are in equal part responsible for what had occurred. I'm having a difficult time looking at people. Could I have someone join the chat, please? I believe School
Already working on it.
Yep. Thank you.
Oh.
All right.
I mean, they were all under Kaneepo's wrath as well. I mean, now that Kaneepo's dead, they're free. They didn't really have anything to do with it. They kind of let us move forward without us really getting into kind of a complication either. So
you're telling me that this woman here was held in duress and was not working for Kaneepo on her own volitions?
correct.
Make a deception check.
Natural 20 for 29.
Damn! Alright. The dragon looks and kind of scoffs a little bit. But ultimately, because you've said it, he says, Alright. I believe you. She had nothing to do with this. But there are others within these walls that need to be seen to my proper vengeance. I shall begin slaughtering everyone that comes in my way. And as he goes to leave,
Can you also maybe destroy that machine that's in the room that you're about to enter?
sure, why not?
Wait,
Yeah.
why destroy it?
Because
Kaneepo's-
it doesn't.
But Kaneepo's
In the
still.
meantime, Lushara wants to like grab the
Because I
shade
thought
wither
Lushara
key and
and Aelith
hide
didn't
it
really like it
before the
either.
dragon spots it.
Sure. The shade, Elink still has the shade with a key. Elink did intend to hand it to you, so I'm not going to say that there's any protest there. Nick is not here right now, so I'm just going to kind of go off the wings of this. The dragon, however, before he leaves, stops and says, Huh. You know, what seems to be incredibly strange is I can still smell Kaneepo in this room. He looks
Well,
at Elink
Blood's everywhere.
and he begins to smell Elink. He then furrows his eyebrows. You bear the scent of the Slim itself. Who are you? Which he cannot answer because Nick is not here. If someone would like to jump in at this point, you may absolutely do so.
This is our friend Elink. She recently did a massive sacrifice to help us kill Kaneepo, so she probably smells a lot like this place right now.
He leans in and smells closer. You are not as you appear. Part elf, part dwarf, and now neither. You have been touched by the Count. You now bear the mark. You will become Kaneepo in time. You will become the Slim. And I I cannot allow that to happen. The dragon rears.
Can I do something really quick?
Mm-hmm.
I run up to the dragon as he's kind of preparing to do something to Alec, and I'm like, right, well, you can have this back, and I'm gonna stab him with the stick.
All right, make your attack as you try to stab him with the stick.
Do I have to make the attack, or is it just that they have to make the save?
You have to make the attack first, and they have to make the save.
Okay, well then let me add, because I did manage to add it as a kind of effect in the actions tab under like as a spell, so because it needed a save on there. So I guess for now I can roll a where is it? Oh, I gotta go to combat, don't I? Melee attack.
Yep.
Okay, dang it. It's still a critical miss. So bitch. I can't get better than that unless I roll 20.
You can try.
I have 3 hero points. You know what? Sure.
All right, go
Why
for a
not?
reroll.
Come on.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
Nope. Even worse.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a critical fumble to a critical fumble. All right, pick a number between 1 to 5.
Go with 4.
All right, 4. You sure?
Oh. Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I thought like because it used like because it says it will save to make it fail or something, but I think it was still based on the person's like stat stuff, right? So like it would be a 17 for me, but if someone else like Bill Retar would use it, it would be even less still.
No, it'd be whatever your class DC is.
Oh, okay.
All right. So,
I might
Neil,
need to give it to Bill then. Yeah.
I need you to make me a will save.
Ooh, okay. I mean, it's not bad.
Are you whacking yourself with your own stick? Is that
26.
what's happening?
Reroll. Jinx point.
No! 20! 28! There's the thing I needed. Come on.
It is. All right. The pointy end goes in there. You stab yourself with the object. You do not get paralyzed. However, your wounded value increases by 1.
Ouch.
As you stab yourself, the dragon looks at you and says, "Betrayal! I thought you were my friend, but instead you would try to stab me in the back? Literally?
Really, my friend. So, ouch.
I have never before felt such visceral betrayal in my life. And I am now enraged. To battle!
Shara's wishing she could just denounce Arsini as part of the party and just leave. Like, we're not with him. Bye.
All right. The Fortune Dragon is going to take a tail and swat at Arsini. Rolls a natural 1 and misses.
I choose number 2.
Oh, no. He rolled a natural 1 and misses.
Oh. But I thought natural 1s anyway were a crit fail. And not...
They're 1 step category lower.
Oh. Okay.
You know what that means?
No.
That means if it wasn't a natural 1, he would hit you on a 1.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
I thought it was like if he rolled a 2 and got the crit fail, then it was
All right.
still then. But
But that is all he's
natural
doing. He is swinging his tail. And then that is all. Arsini.
Okay, at least it's a miss though, so.
It is a miss. Yeah. Arsini, you're up.
Alright, being stabbed. And I know this is a dragon, so there's not much I could do since me doing the melee attack just now practically failed anyway. I'm just going to cast Elysian Whimsy on it and hope that it works.
All right.
Probably not, but you
You
never
begin
know.
to conjure up your spell and cast Elysium Whimsy.
Oh, of course it's a crit success. Alright, does anything happen on a crit success? No, probably not, no. It just fails. Or I fail at casting it on them, so...
Indeed.
I'm gonna say that's my turn, because I'm kind of winded from stabbing myself, so...
All right, Lashara, you're up.
Oh no. Is it a,
Luciana's
like...
trying to decide, is she just gonna be like, just eat him?
Quick question, is the stick like I can use it until I get him with it, or is it like a once a day kind of thing?
No, you can use it whenever. Yeah, as long as it's...
Okay, just making sure. Then yeah, I don't need to prepare it.
I don't suppose we can talk about this. I know he betrayed, or they betrayed you, but they were just recently changed, and they're not all quite, there right now.
Make a diplomacy check.
All right. Oh, poo. No, I'm gonna hero point and try again.
All right, hero pointing and trying again.
Come on, we can do this. Better. It's a 24.
All right, that is a success. The dragon looks and says, I do not know. I am very hurt.
As you should be. It was very awful, and we will reprimand him very seriously for you. You can swipe at him again if you like, and we'll just,
Oh,
just
yes,
let
I
you
would
go
like that
upon your
actually very
rampage.
much. I will swipe at him again.
Mhm. Yeah, swipe him again, and then go upon your rampage upon everybody who's betrayed you in this tree, aside from us.
Sure, why?
All right. Viv, you're up next.
Huh.
Don't be friends.
I think we lost Nick again.
Do I get the vibe that it will just be like, what,
Yeah, we did.
swipe? Or is it going to be Arseni's dead?
Swiper, stop swiping.
Look, if we can get out of here alive and Arsene goes down, it's okay. We can fix him.
They're not a skeleton anymore.
You just turned me back into a
Which means I can fix them.
All right. Viv, what are you doing?
Just gonna saddle on up over. Gonna go on a little adventure this way.
Little
Come
adventure?
on. Little ickle adventure as a treat. Okay, just gonna do a little walk. Do a little walk. Just my actions are basically just to walk. Just
Okay.
slowly inch around until I'm a bit closer to Arsene, who might die immediately. So I want to be a bit closer to my friend. Unfortunately, there's a dragon in the way of me getting to Arsene, so...
All right.
Oh, there's a dragon in the way.
Leiko teleports out of the shadow nearby and says,
Stay away from my woman, bitch.
Oh, yay! He still likes me, yay!
and then she like starts shanking the dragon. Natural one.
Oh.
All right.
You have a
Almost got us out of this.
All right, chat. Give me a number between 1 to 5. Five. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Boom. We had a lot of 5s on that one. Okay. So melee. She stabs herself.
she stabs herself
It's a
too.
perfect match for our sin.
Wow,
She
yeah,
did.
they really are meant to be.
Yeah.
They're meant to be.
Did the exact same move too. All right, second attack. She's gonna try and stab him again. Stabs the dragon.
Oh,
And another critical miss. I'll do a 1 from Cookie on that one.
Stop trying.
She drops her knife. She drops her knife. She pulls out another knife with a third action. All
How
right.
do we damage this thing? How do we do this?
All right, Elink. This dragon
Oh,
wants to eat
no.
you because it basically has a gripe against Kaneepo, and you smell like Kaneepo.
Oh,
I tried really, really hard to get us out of this, and we were so close. So close.
Because it looked like it was about to eat you. I tried to reseal it with a stick I found.
with the stick. All right.
Yeah.
Mhm. And now
I fell hard
everyone's.
asleep.
I tried to talk us out of it again.
And
I
when
stabbed
then
myself
Michael came
with
and
it and almost-
stabbed. So
I almost sealed
Yeah.
myself.
Is it my turn or?
Yeah.
It is your turn, yes.
Gosh. Fantasy Ground's still loading for me. Sorry, my computer shut down.
Okay. No, that's all right.
But look, I'll pause my turn until it's working back up. So
Done.
next person.
Aelith.
Okay, I am going to this isn't looking good. So my hunter's mark on the
Mhm.
dragon. And I'm going to attack.
All right, give it a go. Also, Lashari, you have another inspiration.
Ooh.
All right, that is a miss.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's just plain wrong. Um,
Oh no.
okay. I'm gonna just kind of move over and get a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
All right, Bilrata, still bleeding and not being able to hear what's going on. Everyone has started attacking the dragon.
Yep. So before I go in, is there a roll I can make to see how much of dragon nature a dwarf of Bill's background would know?
Dragons are legendary beasts of great power and renown. They are highly intelligent, capable of tremendous benevolence as well as tremendous destruction. Fortune dragons are probably a noteworthy enemy of the dwarves, as they are very, very well known for sneaking into dwarven hordes and taking what they want.
Yeah.
You remember about a lonely mountain a long time ago that lost all of its treasure to a dreaded fortune dragon.
Okay. So, hopefully Arsene does not object to this. But since Bill can't hear everyone trying to be nice, he just saw pretty much Arsene and everyone else lay in. He's going to rock up behind Arsene, grab her by the scruff of the neck, and reposition behind, saying, "That's not how you address a dragon."
You kind of throw me back. But
All right,
I'll
yep.
let you.
Turning around, obviously still trying to hold some blood in the stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Having not really heard why the dragon is angry, he will attempt to bow, still not obviously hearing anything, and just say, "What fortune is it you seeketh?"
Make a diplomacy check.
You ready for this one, chat?
Here we go.
I assist him with my being tossed away. No, just kidding. towards Senny at the
I
dragon.
wouldn't be able to hear his response anyway.
So, I want to say that the two would make what you said. You intended to say this. What fortune do you see? But what the dwarf in you ended up saying was, the fuck you want?
Yep.
As you bowed.
I don't just end up with the hand up to the ear, so I'm trying to listen, but struggling.
Yeah.
Awesome. Ooh, we got inspiration.
All right, you take 2 bleed damage. All right.
I'll cast one to help.
Oh, Bill,
roll.
you get a Bill, you do get a reroll on your diplomacy, courtesy of Cass. Normally those are divine interventions, but I'll allow it. I didn't see it, so that's fine.
Oh shit!
Well, fuck. Okay. The fortune dragon looks at you, looks at the others, and says, "It seems you care a lot for your treacherous friend." Both of them. And so, I suppose I could see my wrath being quelled in another way. I have been trapped in the walls here for so many years. I am equally filled with vengeance as I am filled with a lethargy that knows no end. Entertain me with a game of physical might and wits. If you win, then I will bestow upon you a great fortune. But fail, and I will start plucking you like flowers from a garden. What say thee? And he puts his hand up to shake Bilratar's hand.
Bill, not having heard it, just thinks, "Oh, peace," and tentatively puts his hand out to shake.
And they shake hands. Done.
Because he
Locked
can't
in.
hear what he was agreeing to.
You watch as dragon magic begins to weave around both of your forearms. You watch as these magic tattoos now appear on both of your hands, binding you, with magics to the arrangement. All of you now have runes on the back of your hands.
Uh-oh.
And
Someone
with that,
heal Bill.
and with this deal and pact now sealed, we will end today's session. Returning next week for the battle with the Fortune Dragon. Now, I am going to say that you guys are going to start on round 3 here, because you guys... Actually, no, round 4. I'm going to say it took you 1 round of dialogue in order to diffuse it initially, 1 round of dialogue to diffuse it after it went for Elink, 1 round of combat, and now we're in this current round.
So we've completed 3 rounds. We're starting round 4.
Correct.
Right. So on the tracker, I'll put that as completed round 3.
Yeah, correct. All right. Let the games begin next week when we return for more Pathfinder Gatewalkers. But this was only a taste before we try out our next group, which will be in like 7.5-ish hours or something like that, where we will be playing with another... Oh, sorry, 8 hours. 8 hours. Where we'll be playing with another group facing the Fortune Dragon. Which of my Patreon tables is going to emerge victorious? We'll find out when we return. As always, it is late. Late is the hour. And I, again, do not believe we have anyone who we are going to raid into. No, not overly, but that's fine. So instead, we do dag formations. Dag formation of the day. Fortune doesn't always come from a dragon. Sometimes it doesn't land on your lap. You have to fight, you have to work hard, and you have to remain vigilant in order to try and acquire fortune for yourself. Do not be afraid of how difficult it is. Do not be afraid of failure. Because if fortune and success were easy to come by, then everyone would have it. Be kind to yourself on your journey. And as always, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other because why the fuck not is free. And until we meet again, from us to you, game hard or die trying. Bye, folks.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.